Question: have we gotten lazy, or have we just gotten too busy, or some other reason? Let's talk about this. You'll see what I mean when I come back in a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Jan. I love to help people keep more of their own hard-earned money. Welcome to the Save Money and More with Jan channel. Thank you so much for being here. And the reason why I'm asking, over time, in general, in life, have all of us gotten just a wee bit more lazy or too comfortable? I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe you could help me out here. Why am I asking this specific question? Well, it has to do with something that I saw recently on TV. I was working, getting ready to do a video and, writing down some notes and, typical show stuff. I had my TV on in the background. I had it on mute, but I saw something where like if you put your, head together to watch this thing where people are relying on outsiders to figure out their meals for them. And I'm like, wow, I can understand if, every once in a while we get uninspired and maybe can't figure something out. But like literally people receiving all of these, this isn't for like a specific dietary reason or whatever, for a weight loss plan or whatever, although that's another show, believe you me. I'm thinking like where people are paying a good amount of money just to have people put together meals. And I asked myself, now listen, don't get me wrong, for the persons, families that could very well afford that without blinking an eyelash, hey, I take my hat off to you, my invisible hat. That's great. But I wonder about the person or persons who think they could squeeze it into their financials and really at the end of the day, maybe making a huge mistake and maybe causing their wallet to leak. I ask myself, are we getting lazy or are we getting too busy? I don't know. My good guess is that's probably a little bit of both. That's my good guess. I really don't know. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. But I do know this. This is one of the reasons that I am all for menu planning, meal planning. And I think that there is an incredible misunderstanding about, for example, if I bring up menu planning, I think it is so much less expensive. Okay, for one, you have full control of the food you're getting. You're the one making the purchase. You know what you may or may not be allergic to. These are just all bonus, extras. And I get the idea that at night, many of us are tired. And what do we do to, try to save time, effort, and energy? Make that call, that phone call, or jump in the car or spend money that some of us really could have used for other things like paying down debt, other important things. But people are just interested in an immediate, quick fix. But I believe in a little bit of prevention. An ounce of prevention, in my mind's eye, is worth a pound of cure. For example, how many times there's like a couple of hours left over on a rainy day weekend, or whatever time, your weekend may not be the same as many other people. Many people are off on a traditional Saturday and Sunday, but your weekend may be Monday and Wednesday. Whatever time that you can, I personally believe that it is worth that investment of an hour or two to get your little preps ready. I get it. One is tired. One might have other things to do besides just the usual stuff. One may have to go to a meeting. One may have to go to a soccer game with their kids. The list goes on and on. I totally get it. I personally am not an evening person. So in my case, I must make sure that I know what I'm having for dinner at night. I have all my preps done because I get really tired by 5, 6 o'clock because my day starts super early. So for me, my body clock gets really, really I start winding down. And the last thing that I personally would like to do is slice, dice, and chop. No. Earlier in the day, I could conquer the world. That's me. That's always been my body clock my whole life. You need to know your own self. These are the things where people make mistakes. People don't realize it, and they justify, well, no, I need to order this in because I'm super busy, I'm super tired. And I'm not denying that you may feel super tired or super busy. I get that. But I think that just a few minutes a day, like even let's talk about breakfast. I briefly touched upon that on yesterday's show, on the Saturday chat show, about getting things ready. For example, let's say you enjoy protein for breakfast, but you don't want to start cooking eggs. Well, what's to stop you? You could do it all at the same time, boiling 6 hard-boiled eggs for the week, for example. Just put them away, make them on a Sunday, 6 or 7, whatever you prefer. Put them away. They're your hard-boiled eggs to take one at a time every day. Have that with a piece of fruit. Have that with a yogurt. You have a complete breakfast. Have that, maybe pop in a piece of toast, whatever, or just have that. And just have your coffee or your tea or your juice or water or whatever it is that you're having. You're having your protein. You're not having to spend money outside. And this is where people make a lot of mistakes. Also, I get frustrated when I see the high cost of those breakfast sandwiches. Breakfast sandwiches, yeah, I'm not saying they're not delicious. I'm not saying they're not fun. You can have that every once in a while. Everybody knows their own budget, their own well, no, that's a mistake to say that, Janet. No, everyone does not know their own budget. That's why a lot of people get into trouble. But I think if more people got more familiar with their numbers and faced the harsh reality that they really don't have an extra $20, $25, $30 a week just to eat breakfast. I'm just saying. So yeah, you can have your breakfast sandwich, not necessarily 5 times out of the week. Why not create an almost like breakfast sandwich, or make it even better than the one outside and put your own unique twist on it at home? And to be honest with you, there's no excuses. It really does not take that long. There is a laundry list of videos out there that'll show you how to make breakfast sandwiches on the cheap. It's just a matter of pre-planning. And it's really not as complicated as people make it out to be. So when I saw that ad or whatever it was, could have been a show segment, whatever it was like, to me, I'm like, wow, people don't mind really spending all this money for just a simple thing of which we totally have control of. So there are ways and there are ways. When people say they can't save, I really wonder how true that actually is. But I'll tell you one thing, we really need to do more like this lady does. Thank you so very much for being here. I really do appreciate your time. If you truly found value in this video from your heart, please click the like button. If you think someone else you might know could get benefit from this video, don't hesitate to share. And one more thing, subscribe to the channel. That'll help us all grow. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourselves and your wonderful family.